Hello everybody. Hello. Hello there. Never clicked on anything faster. Hello folks. It looks like the connection's a bit more stable. I put it into 720p, put it into 4000 kilobits per second around 5000. The way I'm thinking is if the connection's shite, then the connection's shite, it'll cut off no matter what. So hello everybody. It's really hot here. Really hot. Here's a view for this cafe. That's the view. To the left, to the right. There you go. That's just like one wee bit. If I go that way, that'll take me. This whole bit's San Antonio. If I go that way, that's like the main San Antonio beach. Kind of run. You go round the corner, and there's a wee windmill thing, and you go all the way. What am I wearing? There's my nice wee legs. Sports Direct flippers. Audio cutting it. I'm so sorry about last night. The connection last night, terrible connection. You look old and depressed, right? I need sunglasses. Something like this. But that's a good thing about the cap. Do that. But then I don't get any of the fantastic sun in my hair, and I might end up getting I might get, if I do that, I might end up getting some sort of tan here, but then nothing like there. So it'll end up being red there, and then it'll be pale there, and it'll make my forehead look even more stupid than it already looks. Have you been to Cafe Del Mar? I've not been round that way yet. I went round that way, as in that way there, takes you past a windmill looking thing, and then I don't know if out there is facing south. I can't remember if I was to look at Ibiza. If out there, I don't know if out there is north. I've not looked at the map. No, that must be looking north. Sunsets. No. Sunsets in the west, so that's looking kind of south then. That's looking south. I think I'm looking kind of south west. No. South. Kind of south. No, southeast. No, southwest. San Antonio is the west. Right. Because if you're looking at, if you're there, you're facing the sun setting. You're facing west. But I'll show you all that. It appears that I can't just go for a wee walk and stream the connection. What phone do you use for the streaming? I've got a Samsung Galaxy S9, nothing but the best. Nothing but the best for yous. You go. It's only at 720p. That's 720p. I could bump up to 1080p, but I don't want to test the connection. What's your holiday diet consisting of? Well, the day I had get a GoPro Hero 7, you'll be able to stream the walk. That's a really good idea. Maybe get a helmet for it. Stick on a helmet. Have you got the means to stream underwater? Well, it says this is 144p, please, says Isla Scotia. Well, I'll stick it on YouTube. If somebody wants to take this and then stick it on YouTube, then one of the options might be 144p. Excuse me, do you speak British? You do. Gracias. Gracias. Do you speak British? Gracias. Do you speak British? Gracias. Gracias, señor. Señor. Senior. Gracias, senior. Oh shit. I sounded like I was taking the piss here. Do you? Do you? What did he say again, the guy that phoned up Talk Radio? What was it again? He said, he kept saying something, then he went, I thought. But before that, he kept going like that. And he kept repeating the same thing again and again. I was wrong. He goes, I was wrong. I was wrong. And then I think he goes like, yeah, come on. I thought that we were better. Oh, that'll be you. And I was wrong. Oh, come on, Bill. You've been saying this stuff for weeks, months, for years. Bill. Oh, it's out of my country. Brilliant. Classic moment. Wonder when that's going to pop up in the Ely's stream. Ely's Talk Radio. Not Ian, if you're there, it's just a wee joke there. Ian Lee will be like that. Ian Lee will be saying, I want to play this clip. Because that's how he speaks. I want to play this clip. And I heard it when it came out. I can't do his accent. Tweeted it at the time. And but comedian Limmy, the comedian Limmy, he reminded me of it. But it was me first who heard it. So it's public domain. I thought that we were better. Oh, out there you. Oh, here we go again. I thought I was wrong. I thought. So Lanky, what was he saying? Where was he saying? Was it on Twitter? Where was he saying that? I thought. Excuse me. Do you speak British? Excuse me. Do you speak British? Oh, Twitch, right. Do you? Excuse me.
Excuse me, senor. Do you speak British? Oi. 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 Do you speak British? Oi. Oi. Excuse me, senor. Do you speak British? Do you speak British? Do you? I thought I was wrong. I thought we were better off out of the EU.
Bill, come on, don't beat yourself up.
Oh, I don't see my God.
Oh, come on, Bill.
Bill. I thought.
I can't stop saying that. There you go, there's a view. Ibiza in Spain. Okay, so listen to this. Last night I was yesterday in the flight air. I downloaded some episodes of the Limmy podcast because everybody's been talking about it and people have been recommending it. And I don't really listen to podcasts. I listened to a wee bit of the Chernobyl podcast because I was watching Chernobyl and it actually put me off Chernobyl. Hey everybody, this is the thing and this is the official HBO Chernobyl podcast, and wow, what an episode. Thank you. So that's a great, yeah. We discovered with this, well, what we noticed when we were digging into the story of Chernobyl, we were finding out all these interesting things. We thought that would be great material to mine. Great material there, and this is a great story. So we thought, Chernobyl is completely. I wanted to hear in the Chernobyl podcast. I wanted to hear this.
Hello, this is a HBO official Chernobyl podcast. We're joined here by the writer here. Hello.
I wanted to hear this.
What we saw is we visited there, and the stories we heard were devastating.
I like kind of English. Should have got English people to do it. English or Scottish or something. English, Scottish, Irish, Welsh. Anybody but the Americans. Yeah, so what we found was like these guys had 48 hours. These guys had like 6 hours to try and stop this meltdown, and we thought, wow, this is a really interesting story to tell. I wanted to hear someone like I wanted to hear someone. The Chernobyl disaster. I wanted to hear like Richard Burton. There you go, Welsh. Richard Burton. Or Laurence Olivier, or Scottish. Who'd be a good Scottish one? Forget about Sean Connery. He's a domestic abuser. What? Morgan Freeman's cancelled, remember, with the allegations of sexual misconduct. Michelle McManus. Jimmy Cranky. Oh, that would be brilliant. Jeanette Cranky. What's their name again? It's their second name is something that's a word. Like what's her second name again? It's Jean or Jeanette or something. What are the Cranky's real names? The second name is a word. No, it's an actual a word you'd find in the dictionary. It's not like lemon. Everybody knows her swingers. Everybody knows. Tough. That's it. And is it tough or is it toe or toe? Lynn said she'd be coming up here. I better order another drink because tough. There you go, it's Gene. What's his name? I just know he's always like that. I'd say Gene. Ian, that's right.
Ian, you're the one who's always there.
For God's sake, Gene. The pair of them in it, like, kind of like cranky as an odd, they should. Aye, that would be good. It'd be good to have. It'd be good to have Jimmy Cranky and what's Jimmy? What's Ian Tough or Ian Cranky's name in the Crankies? If you know what I mean. Like, is he called Ian Cranky? Like when Jimmy Cranky is talking about, like let's say the Crankies back in old days, the Crankies or Cracker Jack. When imagine about to visit a hotel. Okay, and your name is sir? Does he? I'm Ian Cranky. This is me, Jimmy Cranky. Is that? Is Jimmy Cranky meant to be his son? Is that the character? By the way, let me just give you a wee look. There we go. Peace, everybody. That's meant to be right. He's meant to be the dad, right? Right, give her. Oh, please. One more. Yep. Thanks. Sorry, I said thanks. I said thanks. Gracias. Thank you. Thank you, gracias. Oh no. Speak. What was the point in winning the war? What was the point of winning the war? War. If we can't speak British. What was the point in winning the war? Wasn't that the point in winning the war? The war. Wasn't that the point of winning the war? That we got to speak British. British. Wasn't that the point of winning the war? During the war. During the war.
Oi. Oi. Give us another one. Another one. Another one. One. Give us an. Oi. Oi.
During the war. Do you? Do. Alright, I'm gonna say it slowly. Do you speak British? Do you speak British? What's the plan today? This one, this is it. No games. During the war, I'll listen to the podcast. So I thought, right, I'll download Blind Boys podcast, and I downloaded about like 8-9 episodes, so I didn't know how much I was going to listen to. And I scrolled through them, and it was just wee topics of conversation, things like that. This one they're chatting about this one is chatting about that, this one is chatting to this person, this one is chatting to that person. Nothing quite took my interest. I thought, I like that, but I don't like that, I like that, but I don't like that. Just at a glance, I didn't actually listen to it. And then one that said, oh, I'm actually in San Francisco in a cafe by myself. I thought, give me that. So I listened to that and I liked it, and the thing is, he was apologising. You know, he was as if going like that, sorry, this is, thanks. Oh, fuck. I've got to, when I leave, I've got to hint that I'm. Remember to my fellow Scots, when you give a good tip, remember you always say that's from Scotland, right? That's from Scotland. Make sure the English don't get the fucking credit for being the good tippers. Can you imagine getting a good fucking tip and then that guy goes away and goes like that? Yes, we had Englishman in and he gave a good tip. May as well not get a fucking tip. May as well not get a fucking tip. But if you go like that, that's from Scotland. Scottish. That's from Scottish. That's from Scottish. That's for Scotland, mate. All the way for Scotland. And in particular, Glasgow. We should beat to Glasgow on the course. That's the wrong language actually. Ich habe in Scotland. I just say that's from Glasgow in Scotland because you don't want, if they know it's for Scotland, you don't want them thinking it's for fucking Edinburgh. From Glasgow in Scotland. Or in fact, I don't mind if it's anywhere but Edinburgh. I don't mind if he thinks, I said Scotland, so maybe it's Inverness, maybe it's Aberdeen, maybe it's Paisley, maybe it's fucking Dumfries and Galloway, maybe it's Vale, maybe it's Bridge of Weir that I passed by. Dumbarton, don't care, as long as it isn't Edinburgh. That is from Glasgow in Scotland. That is for you. It's from, heard you say, from Glasgow in Scotland. There is, how do you say it's from Glasgow in Scotland. Who was that football manager, the English one, who went to like the Netherlands? Sounds Dutch now, did he? Went to the Netherlands, went to Holland or Amsterdam in particular, I don't know, but he was like the manager there, or he did an interview there. Steve McLaren was it? And he spoke in a Dutch accent to the press, and he even said, how do you say? He even said, how do you say? He even said, how do you say? You know, as if he's trying to find the words in English. The result was disappointing. You know, he had a bit of that, you know, disappointing. But we're looking forward to. Hopefully next time we will be, how do you say, there'll be improvements. Yeah, actually, English guy, Steve McLaren, you have to see it. If you've not seen it, you have to see it. You have to see it. English. It was brilliant. It's excellent. Actually saying, how do you say, how do you say, can I get better than that? Davy Moyes one is the best. I've not seen that. Perfect troll accent in Overwatch? No, it isn't. Because people just impersonate you. They just go like that. I was ready to say they just go, hey, shut up you piece of shit, but that actually has got sh and sh. May as well put on a Scottish, may as well just keep my Scottish accent. No, for a troll accent, what you've got to do is just try and speak in if you really want to troll, don't speak speak in the most common kind of accent, generic kind of American accent, generic sort of somewhere in Europe accent. Don't quite know well, no strong German one, strong French accent. You can't quite place it. Kind of like this. Hello, can you change the handle, please? Guys, we got to have a healer. You know, like if certain countries in Europe, they might learn English for American things. So, they don't say healer. They maybe say healer. Especially like Scandinavian countries, I think when they speak. Certain, I think maybe Germany or something. Healer, you know, go, guys, we need a healer. Instead of healer. Guys, we need a healer. What would Arnold Schwarzenegger say? Guys, we need a healer. Would he say healer? Healer. He wouldn't say, guys, we need a healer. He wouldn't say that. Get to the chopper. Right, so chopper, healer, chopper, healer. It both end with an So however he says chopper's how he would say healer. I put that podcast, guys, get to the healer. Guys, we need a healer. Guys, can we have 2 healers? Guys, we need 2 healers. Enzo, can you switch? I can't do that, Army. Uzi 9mm. Uzi 9mm. Guys, we need a healer. The podcast, and so he recorded it on a mic, right? He had it on a mic, and he was just recording, obviously a mic, but I mean, he was in that like cafe, this Blind Boy podcast, and he was just recording him, and he says, you're going to pick up, like, there's all stereo, you know, I had the earphones in so you could hear the motor going past and things like that, and he was apologising every now and again, saying, I'm sorry, I'm not editing this, I've not got time, I've promised you a podcast every week, I've not got my kind of studio, I'm not in my studio, so I'm not got all that sort of stuff, so I can't edit it, I just have to sort of talk and then pause and record again, you know, if something happens. But I really liked it. In fact, when I clicked on one, so you hear like a dog going past and going like, you know, chatting to a dog and maybe describing a conversation that was happening that he would pause it for. I don't know why he didn't record the person's conversation in the background, probably because of like invasion of privacy and all that, but it's not very professional to record somebody's conversation without consent, so you probably paused it for that reason. But that's my idea. I was just listening to going like, this is what I need to do. I thought this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. Heard the new Metronomy song? No, I've not heard of them. Thank you. And I said to him, I says makes me want to just do the exact same. So if I do that, it's based on his idea. I mean, it's not like his idea. Recording into a mic, you're talking, but that's where I got the idea for. I'm not saying he's the first, but that's where I got the idea for. If I had a podcast where I'm just talking about chatting, it's because I listen to his. Right? Full credit. What you want to do, here, listen, see if you're going to knock somebody's idea. What you should actually do is overly credit them. Overly credit. So for example, let's say I was to say, I quite liked it, so I was thinking about it, gave me an idea to do something similar. I mean, it's not like he came up with an idea first or anything like that, you know, I've thought about that before, you know, I mean, I used to walk around and record stuff all the time, but it's just, you know, it reminded me, you know, to do something like that, you know, and you would agree with it, you would go, I mean, he's not the first to come up with the idea of recording yourself talking, where you're outside with a mic and then upload it somewhere. But part of you would go like, you're sort of bumping his idea a bit, right? But you don't want to give, maybe sometimes you don't want to give somebody credit because you're thinking, will I forever owe any success that I've got to somebody, when really all they did was remind me of what is possible. Quite simple, it's not a unique idea. Adam Buxton does it as well, right? Aye, something like that, like, well, we'll say, you know, like, you know, so what you want to do is, don't fall short. What you want to do is overly credit, so that other people actually try and talk you down. For example, just keep saying again, everybody, so you overdo it. For example, aye, everybody, so here's my podcast again, everybody. This idea, got this idea for the Blind Boys podcast. You know, I've never heard anything like it. I know I'm completely ripping off his idea of speaking into a microphone when being outside. Completely amazing idea, his idea. I owe it all to him. I've got, you know, everything here, nothing here would be possible. Nothing here would be possible if it wasn't for him trailblazing like that, you know, like cutting edge. And then by exaggerating it, but you've got to do it sound sincere, then people would go, well, it's not really like a cutting edge idea. I mean, fair enough, you got inspired by it, you heard it and you went, oh, I think I should do something like that. I think I should do something like that. But there's no, throw in some, I think you're overthinking it, that's what I do. So, let me say Gervais podcast. Ricky Gervais's podcast inspired me to do a podcast because I was going to do it like back in 2006. Oh, here comes Lynn and Daniel, right, I need to go, otherwise it's going to be private conversations. Right, everybody, I'll see you later, right? I'm sorry, I have to go all of a sudden, right? No, wait a minute, Daniel, wait a second. Right, I'll see you all later, right? Right, see you later.